Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwander and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Jim Hooker. He's the president and CEO of Televerde. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you, Gerhard. Good to be here.
Jim, would you say that you are an intuitive CEO?
I would say I'm very intuitive.
Okay, so can you help us understand what intuition means in terms of business?
Wow, that's a really good question. So I think the way an intuitive person would look at intuition, or at least the way I look at it, is there's a point at which you actually feel something happening that is palpable. And a lot of people will overlook that because it doesn't follow any kind of logical or scientific pattern. I will be very, very sensitive to those kinds of things, and then kind of put it through its test to see if it's the right, if my intuition is right. Generally, when I go against my intuition, I end up being not right.
Right. So what advice do you have for people who generally don't listen to their intuition? How to tune into that?
I think it's being quiet with yourself and really listening to what's happening, being actively listening to what's going on around you. A lot of people spend their time talking. They're not observing the person on the other side. They're not trying to get inside the person's head and understand what the types of things that are important to that person. They're trying to push things into the other person's head, and I think that's my recommendation for how you get there. It's almost like a Buddhist approach to building a relationship.
Let's talk about that for a second. Do you meditate?
I do.
What's your practice? Daily?
I have done. How frequently do I? Recently, I've been a little bit slack, but typically it would be 2 times a day for 20 minutes. Recently, was introduced to a very, very deeply disciplined form of meditation called Vipassana. And Vipassana is the Buddha's original meditation technique to help people get outside of themselves.
And what got you into this?
Jeez, I don't know. A long time ago, I guess it was, you get a choice. You can smoke pot or you can meditate. I think I chose to meditate.
And what does it do for your mind, state of mind?
I think it's a calming. It's also a sharpening of the mind that is difficult to get to when you've got all this clutter going on in your head. So I'm a big believer in taking time to get within yourself.
Right. So it calms your self-talk.
Yes.
And takes you down to a level where you feel more productive.
Absolutely. You're sharper.
Sharper, but also more at peace and happy.
And more peace and happy.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you, Gerhard.